Hello, I'm Lene Rhodes, owner of Mix Cosmetics. I make custom organic skincare, facial care, body care, and of course makeup and cosmetics. So I'm in a spinny chair, sorry, I'm like, oh, I'm all over the place. I'll sit still and focus. So I've been talking about facial oil because it's really dry outside and our skin is sad and unhappy when the environment is trying to take our natural moisture. And so why would you use oil on your skin? So I've talked about what kind of oil, why you should use oil, what oil might contain, and what oil does for your skin. But I want to talk about what the different kinds of oil you might choose for different skin types. So that's kind of what I'm going to go through today, because all skin types can use oil. There are different oils that are good for different skin types. And so you want to use the correct choice. And so I'm going to try and help you choose and help you know. So when you are shopping for a facial oil, you'll know to stay away from certain things and maybe head towards other things. So here goes. Oil can be liquid. Oil can be solid, like a shea butter or a mango butter. And here, I have it right here. So it can be solid. I don't know if you can even see that, but there we go, solid. And so you can use different oils for different purposes. And let's say you have oily skin and somebody says to you, you should really use a facial oil to control your oil, help balance how much oil your skin puts out. And you say, I've got oily skin. That does not make sense for me to be putting oil on oily skin. But it does. Here's why. So rosehip oil is one of the main oils that I use in here. It's one of the reasons why it's kind of greenish is because rosehip oil is quite intensely yellow colored. And so this rosehip oil is what's considered an astringent or a dry oil. So what it does is it helps your skin feel as if it's produced enough oil. It gives it that feeling of satiety where your skin goes, oh, I've produced enough oil. I feel balanced. I feel hydrated, because that's what your skin is doing. It's trying to hydrate you. And so that overproduction is often a hormone-based thing. And so you need to counteract it with an astringent oil, an oil that's tightening, that's shrinking your sebum producing pores and helping your skin say, oh, enough is enough. And so rosehip oil, not only is it an astringent, because it's dry, it doesn't feel oily. So your sebum is quite thick, it's quite viscous, and you really notice it. But you don't have to notice an oil. It doesn't have to feel oily to be really great for your skin. So rosehip oil helps to shrink the appearance of your pores. It helps to tighten and firm those pores so they don't produce quite so much oil. And it also just has a really nice, slick, velvety feel. So it doesn't feel as if you're coating your face in butter, which is nothing that any of us want. Ugh. Now, there are some oils called butters, things like shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter. Those are taken from the kernel of those plants, so cocoa butter. They extract the cacao powder. What's left is cocoa butter. It's basically what they would make white chocolate from if it didn't fetch so much in the skincare market. And so cocoa butter is extremely rich, it's extremely oily, and it's extremely waxy, it's very heavy. So that's gonna give you a really protective layer. So if you need a lot of protection, say on your lips, your elbows get those dry patches. If you need a lot of protection from the elements, if you have dry, thick, kind of calloused skin, that's when you would choose something like a mango butter, a shea butter, a cocoa butter, something really rich, very, very moisturizing, and something that is going to give you a lot of protection and a lot of skin softening benefits. Now, in the last video, I talked about how each oil, each drop of oil, so once again, do you remember how I did this? Like, one drop of oil can contain 4,500 different constituents. So they share a lot in common, but they also have a lot of differences. So Rosehip is extremely light, extremely dry. Cocoa butter is on that other end of the spectrum where it's very heavy, it's very moisturizing, it's very protective, and it's only going to be for those who have extremely dry skin. Now, lots of darker skin toned people talk about an ashiness or kind of a flakiness. These are great options to prevent against that. Cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, kokum or kapuasu, kokum, coconut. Those are going to be really great options because they don't soak into your skin immediately. They leave a layer of protection on your skin. And then there's kind of these middle oils, things like jojoba oil, castor oil, olive oil, that they have a little bit of an oily feel. You are going to notice them on your skin, but because of that, they give you a little bit better layer of protection, and they last a little bit longer for the moisturizing purposes on your skin. And so if you're kind of in the middle, you have normal skin and you just need a little bit of help to make your skin look glowy and dewy and just give you that natural highlight and lit from within look, then you would pick some of these middle of the road oils, things that are known for being oil-based, known for having an oily feel. Apricot, almond, those are going to kind of still be in that middle of the road. You've got normal to maybe a little bit drier skin. Now, if you've got acne-prone skin, there are some fabulous oils that are actually known for their ability to fight the bacteria that causes acne. Things like evening primrose, it's very high in omega-3 fatty acids. Avocado oil is extremely antibacterial and quite a dry oil, so it doesn't feel oily. It soaks in fairly quickly. I love the feel of avocado oil. And so if you struggle with things like acne, I actually do have a little bit of avocado in here for that reason. So it does fight acne, it fights the signs of aging, it helps clear up any spotting or scarring that you might have from previous acne. So oil can do just an amazing amount of things, but you need to find the right oil for your skin type. So if you have questions, if you say, this is my skin type, or this is what I struggle with, I would love to let you know kind of what oils you should look for in your facial oil, what those spectacular ones are that are deeply moisturizing but not oily, or high in antioxidants and are gonna fight those signs of aging. So let me know what your needs are, what your questions are, what your skincare concerns are, and I'll let you know what you should look for in your facial oil. So I hope you've enjoyed this kind of series on oils and what they contain and how they help your skin, why they're beneficial. If you have any questions, as always, comment down below, email me, message me. I'd love to hear from you. So we'll talk soon. Have a great day.